in Philadelphia. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Play action now, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
30-yard line.
Prescott on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. following the interception. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a second down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
6. Jaguars nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Taken down at the 41.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 30.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Eagles 6. Josh
and Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Jaguars 7, Eagles 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. This is Johnson. He's got it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A handoff as they run the counter play. Down at the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 24.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6-yard.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the ball is knocked out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
15-yard line.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now. It's Rhodes. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Lambo will put this one through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Eagles 6.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up
to throw is Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in the zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Tyler Johnson.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
First down, Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. His throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. 31-13 was the final. And then one more to highlight. Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. And they give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Prescott. He'll find Everett there, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up
from the shotgun, it's Prescott. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And running with power. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Mahomes on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
3rd and 6.
Prescott from the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, type of bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Intercepted by the Jaguars.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 6.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Mahomes pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mahomes
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Jaguars.
Mahomes going to throw.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Number 19.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line. A gain of 3.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Jaguars 13.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start, because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the...
To the air again, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete.
Prescott.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete.
Complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And incomplete. He was covered by Denver.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
3-yard line.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
To number 2.
From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 28.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half of the legs, it was the bottom half that was in question.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Running back. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.